is the iPhone 18 Pro, the first iPhone with a real camera lens. Symmetry is one thing that Apple truly appreciates. Ever since the iPhone X came out in 2017, the notch, and later the dynamic island, has been there in the middle of our screens and won't move. But a significant new leak indicates the iPhone 18 Pro might not follow such criteria. The central pill has been a feature of Apple's design for as long as most people can remember, but a new story from The Information indicates that Apple is finally getting rid of it and shifting the selfie camera to the top left corner of the screen. If this is accurate, it will be the largest change to the way the iPhone looks since the home button was taken away. For years, we've heard stories about Face ID behind the display, but it seems like it won't truly materialize for the Pro versions until 2026. Apple can purportedly hide the infrared sensors below the AMOLED panel using a technology called HIAA in active area. The result? You're left with a single small circle cutout exclusively for the selfie camera. But the real head-scratcher is why they would move it to the corner. On Android phones, corner hole punches have been a thing for years, generally lauded for getting out of the way when watching movies. For Apple, it's a significant shift from the island branding they've spent so much time selling. It makes me question if the dynamic island will exist as a software feature that grows from the corner, or if it's being removed entirely. 1. Pro cameras get real control. The front isn't the only place seeing a facelift. The back of the iPhone 18 Pro is believed to finally contain a variable aperture for the main 48 megapixels Fusion camera. Right now, iPhones employ a predetermined aperture, f/1.78, meaning the lens is constantly wide open. A variable aperture would use actual blades, just like a real DSLR, to open or close the lens. This is huge for two reasons. 1. Low light. You can open it wide to let in more light when it's dark. 2. Detail. You may stop it down in bright sunshine to keep things clear and minimize overexposure, while also getting a more natural blur, bokeh, in portraits. The first foldable iPhone is, finally, real. The same story released some substantial details about the long-awaited iPhone Fold. Codenamed V68, this device is scheduled to appear alongside the 18 Pro in September 2026. It looks like Apple is going for a wide book layout. When closed, it'll have a 5.3-inch display with a 2:3 aspect ratio, smaller and shorter than most existing phones. But when you open it up, you get a large 7.7-inch screen that feels more like an iPad mini. Interestingly, the bendable might skip Face ID completely. Because the screens are so tiny, Apple is supposedly considering a side-mounted Touch ID sensor in the power button. It's a logical change, but one that can feel like a step backward for those who haven't touched a fingerprint reader since 2016. A staggered launch cycle. In a move that will certainly frustrate some, the basic iPhone 18 apparently won't appear in late 2026. Instead, Apple is likely to release only the Pro and Pro Max and the Fold in September. The vanilla iPhone 18 and a new iPhone 17e might be set back until spring 2027. This suggests Apple is trying to push everyone toward the more expensive, updated Pro versions first. For as long as we've known, the iPhone's front camera has always been placed very much in the center of the gadget, alongside the top earpiece. However, the revelation from Wayne Ma and Canner Liu suggests that Apple wants to install the Face ID sensors behind the display on the iPhone 18 Pro and Pro Max. This would minimize much of the front cutout, leaving only a small punch hole for the camera, which Apple would shift to the upper left corner of the display. Although it's unknown how this major change may influence the dynamic island software features. Other than that, the iPhone 18 Pro models will look fairly identical to the iPhone 17 Pro, as per the story. Moreover, the source also supports earlier rumors that at least one iPhone 18 Pro model will feature a camera with a mechanical aperture. This will allow Apple to use a bigger sensor with improved low-light performance while reducing the aperture in bright circumstances to prevent overexposure. The company also intends to use a new chip assembly technology from its chip-making partner, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Co. This would put the memory chips closer to the iPhone's core CPU and potentially allow advanced AI functions to react more swiftly to user requests without relying on cloud servers. Cloud-based AI is frequently slower for customers and more expensive for Apple to operate. That said, there's still plenty of time for additional rumors, as Apple isn't anticipated to announce the iPhone 18 Pro and Pro Max until September of 2026. Meanwhile, the regular iPhone 18 has been rumored for a spring 2027 release. Rumored iPhone 17 Pro design leaves fans entirely split on big camera changes. You might not be sold on the way that the new camera looks. Excitement surrounding the imminent iPhone 17 release looks to have divided following claims surrounding an improved camera design, as its introduction has left fans split on what to think. There's nothing more thrilling in the smartphone community than a new iPhone unveiling, and with the 17 on the horizon, there is enough for Apple fans to begin getting excited about. So, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more exciting tech news and updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.